girls gon' dance, homies I walk. Came too far, now we ain't gon' stop. Gave my life and I took my shot. Yeah, rose up top and I took my spot. Yeah. If it's a problem, then we really ready. Yeah, hunted with me and we for the war. My heart is formed and my vision deadly. I've been dialing in my sights, see it 2020.
This is not a drill, hold nothing back. This shoot to kill in this leap of faith that you read me true. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking, the clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running, the time is running out. Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in before they catch a glimpse. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. Now's your time to shine. Make it count. Honor our sacrifice. And now this is your last chance. Leave it all in the past, 'cause the war isn't over yet. You lost one fight, but it's not the end. So get back up and fight
So take one step, take another. Find the strength for your brothers. Erase the doubt with your battle cry. With your battle cry. You feel the earth move to the drum of steel boots. Banish the fear inside. You're strong enough that you don't have to hide. No, you don't have to hide. You're strong enough with your battle cry. Brings you to your knees.
I don't want your empathy, I just want another enemy. I'm not gonna change a thing for you. I'm over middle ground, and I really wanna burn it down. I'm not your friend, and I won't pretend I am. So don't reach out, and I mean that. I'm under siege, and I need you to see that. You're on one side, I'm on another, and we will wage war upon each other. I'm no angel, you're not either. I'm at a fever pitch, you're at a leisurely pace. I'm unscathed, I'm unafraid. A warm welcome to the war game.
Welcome to the war game.
You're no ally of mine. Your life is a kind of lie, and I know that I won't change your mind. We have no common ground, and we're never gonna figure it out. So don't get friendly, get angry. I'll bury you down by the bar. So don't reach out, and I mean that. I'm under siege, and I need you to see that. You're on one side, I'm on another, and we will wage war upon each other. I'm no angel, you're not either. I'm at a fever pitch, you're at a leisurely pace. I'm unscathed, I'm unafraid. A warm welcome to the war.
These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
time for the grand finals of IEM New York. It's the CIS side of things, and we're getting into it with a big one. Yes, indeed, the slayers of Na'Vi, Virtus.pro, stepping into the ring up against Nemiga, a team that have surprised and taken down two of the pluckiest and most biggest frontrunners for this grand final spot. It was Team Spirit and Fours and 2-2-0s puts them in the grand final. Nemiga, can they complete the run versus a Virtus.pro that are looking pretty damn untouchable? Undefeated on their run so far. It is just a couple of maps dropped, and now VP and Nemiga look to clash in our grand finals. We're going to get it all underway, but first we're going to look back at those semi-finals and remember how we got here. Yes, a big win against Team Spirit. And before we get into the nitty-gritty, it's time for my favorite segment of the show. It's Alex's box. It never gets empty. The longer you wear it, the better it gets. That's right. Chad spent so much time buying us gifts. I bought you some plumber's malt. Little throwback to the old...
Do you want me to pass it over?
Yeah, the old times, his old job.
Would you like to give a speech to the people?
Could you tell us what plumber's malt is?
I'm pretty sure that's an I.
Ah, plumber's mate.
Yeah, which is even better, actually. I don't...
Got him a mate. I got him a friend.
Waterproof line. Setting party ideal for ceiling spigot joints to sanitary fittings. Okay, so you're going to be using this probably when you're doing waste pipes.
Oh, gosh, it's very important.
This would probably be for waste pipes, especially when we're talking about sanitary fittings. But we would just use blue glue. This might actually be for a different type of pipe.
Yeah.
Why don't you open it up, have a look?
I don't know if he should.
I don't know if I should either.
I don't know.
Is it powdery? Is it creamy?
I think you're going to have to mix this with something, actually. But yeah,
such a fancy...
on there.
Wow. I like
so well sealed. What is a mug?
It was like a putty.
So it is quite
it
a
looks like hair
texture.
product. Should I pop it in?
No, probably not right now. But look, if you guys have any plumbing issues in Cologne, hit me up through the ESL office, and I'll be coming on out, mask and everything.
Yeah, our fully Corona-approved plumber. But Virtus.pro and Nemiga, though, with the gifts given, we have got both of them stepping into the ring for our grand final. Now, remembering VP's result against Na'Vi, guys, we were casting that one, and despite some heroics from Electronic again continuing to perform, it wasn't the Na'Vi that deserved a grand final spot.
No, not really. They got handily beaten, and I think the fact that VP did it twice within the same tournament, that speaks wonders to me about this team and at least how serious this event is for VP.
Yeah, they turned up in droves. You had, Buster on the first map, finding space wherever he went. Second map, it was your Kinders all day long.
Well, watch this. I'm sure we got it any second now because the big boy right here.
I love it. I love it.
He was, we don't get the clutch there, but the clutch that he had to finish off that game right there was absolutely massive. Meant a lot to the kid. It's going to be his first grand final of this grandeur here today. But the other game, and the game that was covered by Trace, Hugo, and Harry, was Nemiga. They upset Fours the day before last, and then yesterday taking down Spirit, both within 2-0 fashions. Now, the fact that Spirit have fumbled, now I'm not sure if this is a case of they were getting too far ahead of themselves or Nemiga are playing some fantastic CS. It has to probably be a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B, because Nemiga and that group B side of things, they were not the squad who we thought were going to be running away with. They'd lost to Spirit earlier in the tournament, they'd lost to Gambit earlier in the tournament, and here they've come on out and put themselves in the grand finals, and it's going to be great to have a plucky underdog going in today. It gives us that can they do it storyline, but it's going to be difficult. Yeah, we've got, of course, many names that are less familiar to some of you, but you'll be seeing them on a grand final, and of course the first for members of EP as well. Yakinda, the one at the tip of my tongue. Also a note, Na'Vi have conceded their match versus Team Spirit in the third place match. Makes a lot of sense considering the dialogue around the event as well as, of course, their exit in the semi. Yeah, Perfecto's situation is one that probably they want to take a bit of a rest for, and the Gambit 4's game, actually Gambit picked that one up to secure themselves 5th slot overall. That's just a couple of extra RMR points for everybody playing. It's only a handful, yeah. So not a lot to be working with there, but a win. It's a big one over 4's, who we thought were going to probably be in the semis, at least the grand final. This is today's matchup. So Nemiga versus VP. Look at the kill distribution. There's like 15 frags separating top from bottom there. One of the wild things I think when we will get stuck into Nemiga a little bit more going forward is in these semi-final matches that they've had to get to this point, different players have popped on off. But I don't think the same can be said for VP. It's been the Yakinda show on the entries, and James is the highest rated player for them and also the in-game leader. And when you look at VP and you look at this tournament, this is their first chance to, I don't want to say play against the tier 1s because obviously they've had that in the past, but with this new 5-man roster, Na'Vi was the first big boy opponent that they've had within the 42 maps played, and they've been able to pass that test with flying colors. So coming in today, these guys are the heavy favorites. There's no way around it.
And I think to really summarize as to why they're the heavy favorites, it's not only for their gameplay, but it is the mechanics around these individuals.
Yeah.
Yakinda has been such a huge addition in the sense of, and actually Kick it agreeing with us, saying that this has been the biggest upgrade they've ever had in a team. Doesn't matter about coaches or strategies or maps. It's actually been the addition of more firepower. And you see it in their mid-rounds, don't you?
Yeah, when we asked Dastan about it when we had him for one of the pre-game interviews, and we said, is this team, you know, better overall than the one that was in the grand final of the major this time last year? And he said, yeah. And I think you'd have to agree with that because you're getting more out of the parts of this squad. Previously, it was Adren and Sanji, both as supportive units. Now it's more just Sanji and 4 big fraggers. If anything, Kick It has been quiet in this event.
And if anything,
he comes alive today...
Sanji's been fragging. Like,
yeah,
it's not like this boy's been just supporting feature. He's also been managing to make it work, and making it work often with those bonus round situations. It's dropping an AK, keeping the MP9, and it's still 3 frags.
He loves the MP9, doesn't he?
Sanji. I think he's in the category of Amanek as one of those players that's
Mirage,
clearly
you're right,
comfortable on that secondary, on that SMG.
Yeah.
We're just getting some highlights of Nemiga's run within the tournament here, and I quickly want to go through that for everybody. So Hellraisers, they beat 2-0. Spirit, they lost within the group stage, right? You move forward, they played Ethereal. Well, they beat them, but it was close-ish game, 16-13, 16-11. But we knew that Ethereal was struggling. We've already seen them get beaten. They beat Windstrike pretty easy. They lost against Gambit in 2-0 fashion. And then, once they made it to the playoffs, we're like, okay, well, you know, that's the bar. Someone had to get through.
We've understood where they're going to be. Yeah.
And then they come into the playoffs. They beat Force 16-8, 16-14. Those are 2 big wins right there. And then Spirit, 16-12, 16-12, back-to-back. And Force and Spirit were the ones that we thought from this side of the bracket were shoo-ins to at least make it to the grand final, one of the 2 names.
Maybe a coin flip between the 2, right?
And that's wild that they've both faltered. They have both faltered, and Nemiga, through good individual performances, you had a great Geo performance, you had good Speedak performances on the AWP, and you had a great game from Lollipop against Force on Dust 2. Yeah. All of those combining in this playoff run has put them in the grand final here today. Is it going to stop? That's probably the question. Most likely, yes.
I find it really hard to quantify. We never got to see the good side of them, I feel. It felt like when we watched them, they were okay. We saw moments, Lollipop, couple of nice rounds, but nothing that we thought would get them through the quarters and semis. So I feel like we haven't seen the best side of them, so my mind instantly obviously leaning towards VP.
Yeah, I think we all are, and I'm sure the predictions when we get to our pre-match will lean that way, but I am definitely interested to see how far VP will be pushed. Looking at their head-to-head, like it seems like all of their games, it's like 16-14. You've got double overtime, single overtime.
I want to put asterisks next to that, Alex, and this is why I want to say that today is probably not going to be anything like those, is because previously Yakinda and Buster at the same time were not part of this team. Buster took some time off, Yakinda came in, Buster came back, Adren's out, and this roster right here, they have never faced each other. Whoa. So that's why I think going into today, this is the best looking VP we've had in a long time. Going up against a Nemiga who's riding a high, but it's a tall task.
It's a tall task, and it's coming up after our break. Ladies and gentlemen, the final day, some time off ahead. But first, we have to crown a champion of the CIS. Will it be Nemiga, the underdogs who've managed to take down some of their betters, or will we see Virtus.pro continue on their path to glory?
This is a Gamer's Outreach Cart, or Go-Kart for short. It's a portable video game kiosk built specifically for hospitals. Created and assembled by Gamers Outreach, each unit helps provide recreation to kids and young adults unable to leave their bedsides. The carts can be disinfected easily and have 360 degrees of movement, making them ideal for transport in hospitals. Go-Karts can accommodate a variety of gaming consoles. They also come with wired controllers, a gaming monitor, and are equipped with a lift mechanism that allows the height to be adjusted. Go-karts provide a safe, flexible, and efficient way to ensure patients have access to entertainment during long-term hospitalization. To learn more about Project Go-Kart, visit gamersoutreach.org.
My name is Trace Saranthus. I am building a PC for Jordan Gilbert.
My goal was really to get something that was no compromise, super powerful, and ideally not built by Trace.
Yes, thank you so much, Jordan Gilbert. You know, we don't make mistakes around here. We made happy accidents.
I get a booster seat here. Enter now for a chance to win one of 3 PCs built by me, Jason, or Trace.
You ready? Huh? Hey, he's a good boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Seeing the stars reminds me of you. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You give me air to breathe, you give me light to see. When things are out of reach, you bring them back to me. And I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. You give me air to breathe. You give me light to see. When things are out of reach, you bring them back to me. Back to me.
Intel Extreme Masters New York Online is brought to you in part by Intel, Acer Predator, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, DHL, AT&T, U.S. Air Force, and GGBet.
Got to change. My little beauty. Well done. No, shh. Hey, it's okay. Shh. 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 Yeah, you know, there's a reason they call me a machine. It's not what it looks like. It's not.
There is no animal stronger than beer. Virtus.pro, go to win.
Go team Virtus.pro. That's what I was thinking. Was wow. Virtus.pro and Nemiga.
That was not a very long-lasting relationship you had, Alex.
I am a naughty little Casanova.
Did you talk your way out of that one?
I did. Yeah, me and Effie are still cool.
Okay, well, I'm glad.
Still cool.
And it's great they didn't need to get a set or anything to film that. They just actually used your room.
Yeah. Well, I walked in on the shoot and they've just made the room look like my house. I'm like, what is this? What is this? But yes, indeed, it is VP Nemiga. We're getting into this one. I am now an actor. I have credits. I'll make it. I think I need an IMDb page.
We'll work on it.
We'll get it going.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Okay, but so let's actually think about this one. Because with the best of 5, Chad, I assume this means we even more start leaning VP's way.
Well, you're going to hear me say, you know, Alex, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Well, this one, I feel it has to be a sprint for the side of Nemiga, right? Because I think the map pool does start to lend and favor that of VP, plus the experience of the members. Now, this is obviously the core of the team. We know Yukinda's a little bit newer to this kind of realms of play, but the rest of them, well, they've been in a bloody major final. So they have the experience covered over Nemiga, but Nemiga, we've seen them in the camps. They've been boot camping. They've been working hard. For them, actually for both teams, I think this means a lot. This is a big game.
It certainly does. And just to kind of start getting that interview process rolling, we've got 2 interviews ahead of our grand final. Makes sense. We're going to be starting with Dastan, coach. Oh, no, it's
Gio. Gio's here.
Wait, we're doing a double interview?
Oh, they're both here.
Oh, magic. Okay, Gio, we'll start with you just because I need to say your name properly, and apparently I wasn't. It is Gio, right? Gio.
Yeah.
Easy as that. Hello, dude. So, I mean, this is a big match for you guys. You've taken down some big scalps and Virtus.pro next. Do you think this is going to be your toughest opponent so far?
I mean, it doesn't matter who is opponent. We will show the best.
Okay. Well, simple answer there. So, look, Dustin, we've obviously got you here as well, mate, and we spoke to you just the other day. Now, going into this one, you guys are the clear favorites, right? This is no disrespect to the Nemiga side, but you on paper, you are the favorites in this one. How do you make sure that your team are keeping level-headed enough to keep that focus going into a matchup like this?
Because we just want to win. It's important game. It's final. Even it's... We know Nemiga very well. We played against them a lot. It's just final match that it will be good end for us.
Okay.
We are on win streak. We want to win. It's keep motivating us to win every time.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gio, just one final one for you. You guys, of course, are going up against some scary individuals. Are you going to be able to keep James? You're going to be able to keep Yekinda honest? You're going to keep them less than 30 this game?
We will.
All right, I like a bit of confidence. I like a bit of confidence out of my Nemiga boys. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing you battle in the server.
Thank you.
Cool. Gio and, of course, Dastan, coach of Virtus.pro. Nice.
Okay, we got the double header.
We did start the veto discussion. I think now would be a perfect time to finish it off because, I mean, it's just 2 bans.
There's no nuke will be played today. I just wanted to, it was either going to be for Nemiga, a train or a Dust 2 ban. Throughout this tournament, they have banned Dust 2 6 times. Actually, no, 5 times, and they'd banned Train twice. So they could flip-flop it a little bit right there. Now, I was curious to see where they'd take this first. I was thinking maybe Inferno, because we've seen some decent things out of Nemiga on Inferno, but also the same can be said for that of VP. Now, the great thing here is Nemiga got the first pick. That means that they get 2 of their 3 maps, I suppose, in the first 3. So they get Mirage and Inferno, and those are the 2 biggest hurdles, I think, for VP.
And I will say I kind of love VP's T-side pick there. That's, I mean, considering what we've said about their CT side pros, setting the pace, setting the bar, I do think that bodes very well for them if they get that T-strong start that they're searching for.
Now, I'm a little bit worried about the Mirage kickoff because Mirage is one of those maps where I think that everybody knows how to play Mirage, right? It's a map that we've seen most teams within the competitive realms of Counter-Strike, other than, say, Astralis, who banned that map, are very, very handy on a map like Mirage. Now, going into this today, we've seen from VP the, I don't want to say reluctancy to close, that's not a great word. The word I'm looking for here is slow pace to get across the line against Na'Vi. Eventually, they got there. They were able to close on out. But coming in today, I hope that we see VP coming in playing not disrespectful, but aggressive, showing their individual prowess.
I think they're going to be well aware of how that felt to deal with. We had that on, it was Inferno with Na'Vi initially, and then obviously the turn of events came in eventually. They got reminded.
Lauren, you and Rush are tied.
Yeah.
Now, I want to propose something to the 2 of you. Rush, are you here?
Yeah, what up?
What is the chances that one of you 2 wants to change your pick to Nemiga right now?
For me, a big 0 on that.
Lauren, you want to take the risk? You might get the win here. You take the risk. You get the win. Otherwise, you're going to tie, and tying is for losers.
Yeah, it is for losers. Can I have until the start of the first map? Just to
the first map.
Before they play, just
okay. Yeah, well, Rush has already said 100% no. Rush has already gone with no, so we'll give Lauren the chance here.
Can you convince me? Give me a couple of lines.
So Nemiga going into the first 3 maps being Mirage, Dust 2, and Inferno. They're 3 of the most played maps in Counter-Strike history. Everybody at this level of CS should be very, very handy on this. The plucky underdogs coming on here. Looks like the other teams, the Forzas, the Spirits of the world, they haven't done their homework. They didn't do their prep. Have VP done the same?
How much time did they have between just yesterday, right?
Just yesterday. They've had 24 hours to prep, Lauren. Now, you want to hear some crazy stats coming in here?
Hit me some.
Nemiga coming into this event, right? And traditionally, Lollipop's number 1, Speedak number 2, Gio coming in 3rd. You've got MDS as 4th, and then Box, he's down the bottom in terms of the stats. In this situation, Gio's actually playing above. He's the 2nd highest for the team. Speedak coming in the 3rd slot. But one little thing to note, with the HLTV.org rankings, everybody is playing above their normal rating for the team. So 236 maps played. Traditionally, you got Lollipop playing at a 1.12 rating. Right now, Lollipop has a 1.21. Everybody is playing better on this Nemiga side, Lauren. Did I tell you yet?
I kind of like that.
The thing is, I hate drawing. That's boring. It's boring.
so
Win or lose, right? Like, no one wants to play for 15-15.
To Valhalla.
Should I do it? Should I just do it for the...
Yeah, right. Battle on the Valkyries.
This is official. You don't get more official than this. Graham Pitt is the only way we could be more official.
Honestly, I really like this new jacket, Chad. Like,
it looks lovely.
I'm taking you more seriously, and I respect you more because of what you're wearing.
Thank you.
Very daddy-esque.
Well, you know, that's kind of what I'm going for.
We could say it one way, we could say it another way.
Takes the kids down to the park, walking around, feeding ducks.
Yeah, ducks and stuff. I mean,
ducks.
It does look important. It does.
I just like these pockets.
I feel like if
Are they real pockets?
If you were going to book me, that's where
your clothing. They're always real.
That's where the book would be, and then you'd kind of pull it out and say, "All right, I need your name. You got your passport." Ooh. I don't know, like an undercover KVB agent.
Okay.
KVB.
Okay.
That's
well, they're my favorite.
Cologne tram operators. Yeah. It just sounds more sinister.
So I suppose we
don't want to bet against your kinder.
Okay, well, don't then. Just stay and tie.
Yeah, but I hate. It's boring. It's boring.
The thing is,
why don't you go maps?
It's not even a tie, Chad. That's the thing. It's all based on the confidence. So
shut the hell up, Rush. You've literally cheated, mate. Don't try and get into semantics when you've literally cheated.
Pick Nemiga. See how it goes. Chad, why don't you're hyping him up. Why don't you do the same? Let's have a go.
All right.
You gonna do it?
I can't win the game, so who cares?
Chad's changed his to Nemiga, and Lauren has submitted Nemiga as well. That's her words, not mine. That's her words, not mine.
Alex has done this for me.
Some of the things that are going really well for VP, right? They are on that winning streak that Dustin was talking about. It was 14, now it's 15. 15 series in a row. When you look at this event, they've only dropped one map, and that one map was to Fours, but it was Mirage. So right there, we're going into Mirage to kick things off. That's really going to set the tone. There's a couple of other things with this VP team. There's only played 42 maps with Yakinda and Buster within the roster, so that's not a lot, but they've been taking all of these steps. And of those 42 maps, they've won the lion's share. They're looking actually very, very good, and they're just getting better and better. Now, coming in today, VP, they're the favorites. They're the ones who should be taking this. They're the ones who everybody has their eyes on to take it 3-0. If Nemiga can do anything, if Nemiga can make it close, if Nemiga can take a bloody map, the Counter-Strike world will get excited, because today we've got our favorites. We're set. It's the grand final. IEM New York, CIS division. Let's get it underway.
Yeah, let's get this party started. The final day of IEM New York, the CIS Sunday, and it is Championship Sunday for Nemiga and VP. We start on Mirage, though, familiar territory. VP, of course, favored in this one. This is where Chad suggests Nemiga would start their path to an upset, and it certainly isn't out of the realms of possibility. Force and Spirit.
I'm going for Nemiga.
There it is. We got an Nemiga prediction from Loz Dog herself, and into what looks to be the first round. 3 CTs going to be contesting middle, it seems. And we are off to the races.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it, and I'm committed. But Yakinda's feeling pretty good about himself. Already going to head up towards the top of mid, kick it towards underpass, and Yakinda's kept back SpeedAxe, so no pressure, no crunch to be made. They are solid here.
Yeah, they even double up in case he was going to get overrun. VP have started this pistol off very strong. Lollipop, a shake of frustration as he walks into Sanji's P2K, but it's a bomb plant. It's something. A little light at the end of the tunnel as well. Notice Box did go a little more conservative with his buy. Or was that the 300 from the plant? Was it Box that planted? Maybe it was.
If I'm going to be completely honest with everybody at home, like completely honest.
Yeah.
Like if the cameras were off, you guys weren't listening on the microphone, we're on the couch, the game was on TV. VP, based off of the confidence that they have been building and the caliber of Counter-Strike that they have been playing, there have been a couple of little woes, but nothing that I truly see that should come in to form against Nemiga.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, we started this off with most of us, I think 2, Stunner and was it
Harry,
putting confidence in Nemiga. And honestly, it's a long shot, and the only way I see it happening is a long game, which I don't think they're going to get.
Yeah, I could see potentially Harry and Trace have not done their predictions, and then production just kind of put him in for Nemiga because they didn't pick it. And the truth here is...
I'm here for fun.
Yeah. But the truth here is now there's a bit more of a competition. If Nemiga push it, you and Rush can have some argy-bargy. You know, we've got a lot going on there. But all in all, this should be a VP final. Now, whether or not it's clean and a 3-0, that's a question we need to wait and see what version of CS is being played from Nemiga. But VP, this momentum, this steam that they've been picking up, I feel that they can run with it. But check out these bloody Galils into an AXQ. They have enough utility for this.
That bomb plant is the gateway to the kingdom, isn't it? As soon as you get it, suddenly...
Whoa.
Oh, James had a lot of information. Yakinda, right place, wrong time.
Yeah, they're screwed here. They really need a frag from someone, and now, where does it come from? Not Kick It. He's been knocked off his horse. And only 3 CTs remain. It's Buster who can't do anything either, found by MDS. And I'm afraid this one is just an accepting of the odds. Yeah, full A execute using their util well.
And looking at what they've done, they've been able to upgrade at least one of the weapons here. See if Box maybe get something for himself if he wants to. He does. That's Galil back in place. Obviously, the shuffle there as MDS got himself the silenced M4. So, pretty happy with this. SpeedAxe also getting the big boy M4. So, yeah, lovely little piece considering the very limited amounts they had to work with.
The big boy M4. It's my favorite type of M4. As opposed to the little boy M4.
Exactly.
I have to say, is it Uzbekistan the flag for Sanji?
Yes, it is.
I check myself. Yeah, it's a very cool flag. I like the details of it.
Well, this is with these two teams, we get the most nationalities possible within the final. Which is
Lollipop can speak like 5 languages. By
only
the way.
5.
Only.
I think it's like Italian. Obviously English, Russian. Like he's got some mad language ability.
You can only speak 5.
I know.
I can speak.
You can speak American, Australian,
British,
English.
Was it Belarusian, Russian, English, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian?
Woof. That's amazing. And those are some very different languages structurally. Sanji, with his fancy Uzbekistan flag, has got himself tucked in. Ready to contest if they want to swing out. It's Galil on FAMAS and good spray. Gets it and backs away. Early first blood for VP into round 3.
Very valuable to start with. Remind Sanji was one who did have that rifle coming in. He's already dropped that over to Buster, taking just a touch of damage. But he's like, no, we're going to be
he wants
smart about this.
It makes sense. Keep the weapon short. Sanji's got the util for apps. It's all checks and balances. It's on the abacus. It does check out. Now, Speedak with an M4. He's got a lot of firepower up against these limited CTs, and bye-bye, Buster. Great shot from Speedak. Starting to level the odds and leaning towards that mid pincer. Bomb's way back at top mid, so okay. Yakinda holding the palace push for now. Speedak working on connector. It has been re-smoked by the CTs though, and they start to gather their resources for an A-take. They've got 2 smokes. Won't be perfect. Kicket's pushed up. Jame holding the ramp as best he can. Kicket just flirting with the ladder for info. He likely gets mollied here.
A now.
Sure, but Lollipop, spots the bottom of Yakinda and actually doesn't use his molly for Kicket's position. Yakinda's burning though and just about gets away from Speedak's peak. Takes the fight. Ooh. Lollipop wins it. 4 versus 3 now. Kicket needs a hero dig, but they're hitting every shot and Kicket can't make it up. Nemiga, level the odds and convert the round.
Yeah, and that's them breaking serve here. So VP will have to take a save going into round number 4, and that's great stuff. Getting Lollipop activated early. He is the biggest fragger on this squad, statistically speaking. Speedak will be the man you want to look for with the AWP, but here making that M4 sing. And then Geo, the third component of the fragging unit for Nemiga. Following that down, you have MDS and Box. And the more of the supportive elements here today. And we can see the pistols coming out towards middle. They trundle. 4 players jumping on down towards underpass 3 make it. Buster staying towards window and over towards Palace will be Jame. He has that P250 and Box gets caught out. So that's a bad death, but this is a good mop up. MDS deals with 2, make it 3. And
Very
that should be the round done.
Oh, you love that. If you're MDS, you can't believe your luck. And that is brave from Lollipop. Just as the molly fades, Buster's finished off by MDS, and he'll take that stat pad any day of the week. 3 of them. He couldn't believe his luck as he turned the corner.
That money's looking pretty nice for the T's as well already. Sitting towards the top end of 7K, almost breaking into 8. Geo and Speedak already up there. So yeah, Box can reinvest, but everyone else, they've still got those old Galils.
Like, watch Speedak. I mean, he's had that M4 since round 2.
Yeah, he might just stay with it here. If they want to go for something a bit more pacey, Nemiga, they can opt to.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just saying he's now, like, for the rest of this half already set up. He's got those AWP buys, at least 2 before they break them.
Well, Sanji's already has his MP9 out, so we've solved the problem.
He's got a full buy.
For Sanji. All right, well, Yakinda, what can you deliver, my friend? The other day versus Na'Vi on the T side, you were the closing factor.
Yeah, I do hope he has a good final here, albeit, his first Tier 1 final for his region.
If anything, I think we've realized that the CIS region does have a good couple of contenders, whether it be just down to the good individuals or not, it doesn't seem to matter. There are teams just maybe under the Na'Vi cusp, sure, but they are looking pretty deadly, and considering Na'Vi aren't here.
I think Buster heard steps, that panic from the flash mid. He's now on high alert. They deep molly for this fight, so there's no assistance available. Needs more. Buster's under scrutiny. Dropping his smoke, tucks in. Box is bringing the bomb in. If he goes down, it's a problem. Down to 7. But they live to tell the tale. 50 seconds and they're wrapping B.
Look how many CTs there are here. Already 3 pretty much posted close by, and James one of them. Isolates the first, Box is dead. Trade not there, and Yakinda in support. This is great play from VP.
Yeah, I don't know if Lollipop can dig himself out now. With the bomb on site, Kicket can rotate comfortably. Speedak's hoping for an overextension. Yakinda is the one that could potentially give it. Oh, just a jiggle, and commits to the spray. So this will be VP finding their second and closing that gap. Sanji taking the fight with the MP9 has yet to finish the job. It's Lollipop retreating. But taking all of these weapons away is important, as well as recovering your own. You can see that Kicket's upgraded to a nice M4. Any fragging Lollipop could find, and Yakinda hits the necessary head. 3 frags for him in that one. We're just referencing his first performance in a final such as today. And looks like today is the day Mezzi heads off to Serbia as well. A little update on the Cloud9 CSGO project. They are boot camping ahead of the Flashpoint event, and all starting to gather in Serbia for said boot camp. So I saw Alex take to Twitter saying he's forgotten how Pro CS feels. Going to be interesting to see how they fare.
Yeah, they're all probably chomping at the bit to get back underway. The only one who's been playing has been Esatag, and he just got knocked out yesterday against Heroics. So curious to see how that one goes on down. But Lollipop, he's just taken James. So that was a ramp. Yeah, must have been. That's a big frag. Lollipop, huge entry.
Confident entry.
Buster taking a big chance here, and he actually hits the spray. A quick reaction, 180. And he's managed to get away. This is a risk from Yakinda. Cost him his life.
This round's looking very, very dicey for VP now. It is a 2-on-4, low HP for Buster and MDS respectively. The bomb is down, but B's open, and look at this. That's where they're going, clearing out.
Taking a lot of space.
Spidak's got this covered off. Buster can't swing into that line. And if Geo just continues to be silent and then clears out the site, the bomb comes on through, you're actually better off making noise in the B apartments because you already have side control. You want them to rotate in. This might already be the save call from VP. Not the way you want to be kicking things off here. There's Buster. He was just looking for info. He's been deaded. Bomb will go down. Save call will come through. So this one will just taper out. Now, the money situation, not ideal for that of VP. They want to save that AWP, and they can throw that across to James. Sanju will be able to buy something up in the next round. James can drop something. And they might be able to get a serviceable gun round in play for round number 7. But Nemiga, it just feels like Lollipop took a duel, Buster tried to trade, and that was about all she wrote. There wasn't a lot of excitement within that round, just simple stuff. Losing map advantage, map control, and round number 4 on the board. So good stuff here from Nemiga, continuing to impress.
I'd love to get those guns away, but tucked away in Palace. Not going to get anywhere near.
So we have to, I didn't clip that thing, Alex. I might do it now. We have to show the people at home.
That was so weird.
We have to show the people at home. We were playing a game, Lauren, I think you heard.
He's out of the map.
There was a guy, no joke, who disconnected in our ESCA pug, and then he came back, and he was legitimately out of the map. Like, he was shooting Alex from, like, the water in yard. Because I caught it.
Very peculiar.
I'm downloading the demo right now.
That's strange.
Alex, you had 8 AWP kills that game, and that was 89% of the team's AWP kills.
Well, what can I say? I'm the Clawper, the clan AWPer. It's a triple nade towards the con. I want to make it feel like mid-presence and then quickly head back to A, it seems. Okay. Makes sense. A flash, though. Kicker wants to take and deny that ramp presence. He's yet to duel out with Lollipop. He might re-peek in. That's left eye. And Lollipop again with the opening frags. Reliable, it seems. Flash is over. James forced off the line. They're using their util over mid and A, but they aren't finishing there.
Yeah, Yakinda's playing spoiler to all of this. If he doesn't see a single thing move over by Tetris, especially with Buster now doing this, they're going to consider this is all but a ruse. So those rotations hold for a second, but the T's do get time to still work with this.
Oh, Sanji, he has not broken the sound. And Yakinda's holding the very tight line. That's strong. Gets Palace, confirms that they were looking to work A and they're out jungle. James confirms that that is a vulnerability and he's tucked in for the frag onto box on the cross. Hard shot, bomb potentially going down here. Yakinda can't contest from ramp and bomb planted. They're playing it from connector. It's an interesting afterplant here.
He's got a time limit though, Box. He has to fight because he knows that you're going to have Yakinda around the back. And the flash is excellent. He's going to chase it down. He almost converts on the second. That was a boatload of damage just thrown towards them. Buster and Yakinda now left in a 2v2, but now playing back into this. They know where they are. Speedak is wanting to fight this.
Yeah, baited the shot nicely. MDS trades. It's all onto Buster and he's so down low. It's saved by MDS. Triple kill on the afterplant. Scavengers and AWP for his troubles. And damn, Nemiga, where'd you find this? They got cash for days, they got rounds as well. It's a tactical timeout, a US Air Force tactical timeout called by VP to kind of get their thoughts in order.
Yeah, just a bit of a slow start for them. Look at James, 1 ADR. Is that right, Rush?
Let me do a quick check here.
Yeah, put it in the algorithm.
Calculating, yes, that is correct. That is indeed correct.
Okay, how does that make you feel, Rush? You picked VP.
Not very good right now, but it's still early. We have a lot more maps to go, so I think they can ramp up and give us some fight here.
All right, I like your confidence there, Rushley.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, this might actually be your round, if you want to take
really?
it. Because we know that in your rider now, you're requesting only grand finals and...
Yeah, you know, it's like my 3rd grand final cast,
Did they get the, Voss water and everything else?
Yeah, well, he has his own private green room. I know that you and Alex aren't allowed in there.
No. I'm getting a foot massage right now. It's pretty nice, but...
Got the bubbler on.
MC, you can take it away and get this round underway. We do have a Zeus. Big fan of the Zeus. Powerful weapon. The range on that thing is crazy. People don't realize. But it looks like they're storming out ARAM. Yakinda on the side. With the Deagle, we've seen Yakinda do some crazy stuff with this thing in the past, so let's see what he can do. Not much, sadly. It looks like this might peter out. The Zeus still in play. James, he wants it, man. He knows he's going to get one. And he gets the Zeus, so that's nice.
He gets a Mac 10 for it.
A little Mac 10. I'm sure he was hoping for an AK or even an AWP. That would have been the best, but Lollipop, that's a nice spot. Deep in CT. Securing the control, securing the round. That's 2-6 to Nemiga.
I hope they change it for on Russia's like Liquipedia page to like say casted grand final. Yeah.
Commentator, yeah.
I hope
it makes sense.
That. Well, definitely so. Now, VP, they need to start showing a bit of fight here. We're 6-2 down. Already 8 rounds of play gone as the grand final here today is trucking along, and this is seeming very easy so far for Nemiga. There's a little bit of sweating going on at A retake, but Yakinda whiffing his shots made life a little bit easier for Nemiga, and now they will be going up against the AWP of Jame once more. Rifles and utility. VP are looking hot to trot. Jame thinks better of pushing that smoke. Will drop out some of his own nades. And Lollipop on entry duty again, just solo. How many can he get?
Ooh.
None.
None this time.
None's the answer.
Yeah, they had to throw 3 players at it though. 2 towards ramp, 1 posted up by Palace. It's a lot of presence. Obviously, he doesn't know that. He saw very little through the smoke. Just Yakinda's presence was noted, obviously, as he was the one who got the kill.
Oh, where's Sanji going? He's just given away a free death right there. So they had the number advantage. He went searching for info. Head gets lopped on off. Still a minute left on the clock here. And now Nemiga can retool for a 4-on-4 scenario. Back towards B they go. Plenty of utility for a B execute. Molotov for Van. Smokes for the windows. And Jame on an island. Look at this. Radar top left. Jame on the B site with an AWP. He misses a shot. He's going to be overrun here.
They have been baited hook, line, and sinker into be so paranoid about A that they've, as said, left Jame all on his own. Now he's done well on the first, excellent on the second. He still needs more and he gets more.
Oh, wow.
This is great from Jame. Everything looked lost and he's kept it so well together.
Yeah, Speedak's no slouch though. He's got a shot. It's a minimal one. If he gets a no scope, he could find another. Kickett's tucked in on the kitchen, looking to cook up trouble. Buster on the flank, it's pushed up, and so 6-3. VP needed that, and thank you, Jame. Delivers a necessary round early after the timeout.
He had to do that, right? If Jame went down without a kill or only a 1-for-1, that site would have been given up. The utility was good on Nemiga. They could have isolated the rotations coming through, and maybe, just maybe, it would have been another save from VP. But this is some fantastic work, and Jame is the highest rated player in the server today. Going into the grand final, we had obviously individuals like Mir from Spirit or Axial from Gambit Youngsters, but they've all fallen at the wayside. Jame is the last man standing as far as the stats are concerned. Speedak finding Yakinda, searching for a frag, trying to force an opening. He's gone down.
Another fight towards ramp. Lollipop. Lollipop
many
wins it again.
1v1s?
He's
Just
been
1v1s.
He's been winning them out. You look towards Palace, he's been winning a couple of those. He's been playing brilliantly towards ramp. This guy has got quite the affinity for making A big problem.
I'm just really perplexed on why VP continue to take these individual duels. Sure, before they were able to, maul some of their opponents, but I felt that there was a bigger element of teamwork. Remember the Palace pushes they were doing against Flamey? That was always as a duo. It was never alone. Here, Yakinda up mid, alone. Pushing ramp, kick it, needed info, alone. Teamwork for VP, not on point here.
Smokes, Molly's
save
towards
already,
short.
Lauren.
Yeah, they're out. There's nothing.
This is such a slow pace today. Like, there's no brawliness from VP, or if there is, they're not winning their fights. Nemiga are just keeping cool. They're never getting flustered. They're never running or overcommitting into situations. Right now, they're playing like the favorite.
Yeah,
they are.
I'm amazed that they're
one.
winning these rounds with just like 1 or 2 picks. And obviously, in the grand scheme of things, it's a lot. But you see 1 pick on ramp, and suddenly it's kind of looking done for.
Yeah, there's no bounce back. So VP needs to probably take a timeout and just discuss through some of their intentions here. Communication might be a bit flat. Maybe some nerves are in play. Maybe they're just like, we just play our default game. But there needs to be a little bit more inspiration, because Nemiga right now, they're running away with this. 7-3 up.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we anticipated, in the sense of it's Mirage. Nemiga, they have worked through this map to a T. And on the T side are making VP look a little foolish. Good defaults, lots of mixed messages. It's very hard for the CT side to pinpoint as to where their resources should be channeled. And so if Nemiga can maintain this pace, they're set for a first in this best of 5. But that is an if. We saw what happened when Jane comes online, and there's many more candidates on the VP roster that have the capabilities. But you can see their intentions. They want to leave middle. They would rather stack the sites, not break that push. Vent, and there's Lollipop dealing with some more aggression. He's so low. He gets away with murder. Lollipop on the retreat. MDS in the smoke could be found. Yakinda's on a little look around. There's 2 there. Paranoid about ramp as well, though, and understandably so. They've been all over the map at this point. A default, though. Bit of a spread. No one on A. No one pushing for that info either from the CT side. And speaking of pushing for info, James could get a nasty surprise if he continues to round this corner. It's Box. Ready to strafe out into the AWP's line of fire.
So much pressure on Yakinda here, just on his own. Rotation from windows come on through, so Kick It is close by. They've left James solo towards the B side of the map once again. Can he do it again?
Has Kick It broken the thing behind him, or has he come through A? They'll find out. Yakinda just jumps into MTS. That's a problem. 5v3 now.
They're winning all the duels.
They're keeping them present on A from this.
And they're going B. James rotated. This round's over. They are getting flatlined here. VP are getting rest.
This is the game that I thought we were going to see maybe Na'Vi against Virtus.pro, but it'd be Na'Vi as Nemiga right now.
Yeah, sure.
It looks too easy. It looks like they're just molding them however they want to.
This is very, very odd stuff to kick off today. So VP going to be down 8-3. Looking to hold on to the AWP for Jame once more, but eventually they need to get some fight. Jame will hold on to it, but he needs to tuck away. Second player coming. Box goes down. 15 HP they can chase. They have enough residual cash right here in Nemiga. They want to take this AWP away. Jame, how many more can he find? Lollipop through spawn goes down. That's the third for Jame. 5 HP. He's getting whittled down bullet at a time.
Damn.
3 HP.
Down to 3 from a nade over ramp.
Can they tickle him anymore?
It is Jame
Throw
time.
A flash at his head.
He's managed to get 3 on the save. He might even get a 4th. I don't know. Gio has gone wide.
Ooh.
He gets it. Jame, the master of the art form that is saving. He's done it again. He gets 4 kills in the round. It is a round loss. And they've got so much cash to splash. If anything, it's just for pride and for stat padding. This is the frag. Lollipop gets away, and then MDS gets a triple kill. Look at the second. The third impressive as well. Really neat, tidy stuff. They were going B throughout that.
I don't know what to really say about this game. The most valuable James Bin has been after the time has gone.
Yeah, he's getting kills, but they're not impact kills.
There are 0 impact to those kills.
Oh, no. And look at how strung out the rounds are, right?
Add into account, in my mind, a pistol round's great, but it's almost a standalone.
Sure.
Because they didn't get the run on, they didn't get the additionals. So 1 out of their 3 rounds out, and the other one was Jame hitting that mad stuff on towards B. So it's like, these aren't repeatable rounds.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't love this.
No, this is...
Well, I do, because I'm, you know, obviously supporting Nemiga.
The game can warm up, right? VP, it is as we mentioned, you know, a marathon, not a sprint here. And when you look at a matchup like this today, VP are still the favorites regardless of this start. We move into Dust 2 next, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Mirage still have a lot of rounds of Counter-Strike played. We still are only in the first half here. It's round 12. Guns are back out. Sanji onto a Deagle. Famous for Kick It. A double AWP. Buster's picked one up as well, thinking they might need to warm themselves up with the big greens. Yakinda towards middle, damage done. Box down to 67, Yakinda on 65, so both copping a bit of flack within the early stages of this round. Flash towards connector, and Yakinda goes down. No trade potential, completely isolated on his own. MDS is having an absolute banger of a game, especially over towards this middle position. And now, once more, VP have to search for info or go for a gamble stack. So you can see close towards the ramp, that's going to be Jame posted up with the AWP. We've got now searching towards middle. Buster coming through catwalk. Sanji can pick from window and swing off of this, but they need to get trades. They can't keep getting isolated. And MDS is looking for more. Boosted on up, only with the Deagle. Vent not broken. Dink on through. Now there could be some problems, but B is kind of open right now, and James missed.
Oh, Lollipop's on there. Look at him hunting, rabid for it. Gets Jame down, and Lollipop considered going for more then. Kick It's on the other side. You can't... I say you can't do that. Do what you bloody want. Just been weirdly working. That's the bomb. Buster had pushed up and caught the bomb, and now there's problems. The last teaser kind of split apart. So you got one on towards A side and the other coming up short, and you're right. Sanji, I feel like he's considered it, but it's one thing to consider. It's the second to execute and he loses it. Sanji's dead, and now suddenly there's problems. But it's 25 seconds. Yeah. There isn't much time now.
There's a real issue if Buster doesn't go down. Oh no, Lollipop! Playing with his food. He's got 19 seconds and the bomb to run.
I
think he can make it. It's going to be so damn close. I don't even know. I think he's got no time.
He's searching. He's not going for the round.
He's just lost the round like that.
He thought Kick It may have been playing the bomb.
Close, but no cigar. No time, and so VP will get this one, but by the grace of the gods, by the grace of the clock. 1-on-1. Kick It might kill him. after.
Oh no, how? He just Glock dueled against Kick It from that range.
Yep.
Oh, this is they win the round. Sure, VP get 4, but they lose all their guns. They have to completely reinvest. Oh. This is some nightmare.